Now we are three. For those that haven't met me, I'm Daniel. I'll describe myself by describing my relationship to Craig. If Craig was the skinniest of his brothers, I am not. Also, I'm the eldest, so that leaves me with some modicum of authority. First, I'd like to express my humble appreciation and gratitude to Teddy, Hillary, Chuck, Paula, Chip, Sylvia, and Sarah, and the many other family members and friends for putting this celebration of Craig together. Welcome all Jack and Jillers. We're here at the time of walkers, canes, POCs, wheelchairs, stints, and new knees. Glad you could make it. Here are some obvious points. He was the youngest of the four of us, the most favored to all of his brothers. He was a teacher to all of us. His primary lesson he brought here for me was compassion and the art of living a compassionate life. I learned from him that treating others with thoughtfulness, mindfulness, as if they were myself, was a lesson that I wanted to take everywhere in my life. Compassion and active consciousness of the other person's situation was the subject of hours of conversation with my spiritual mentor, Dr. T. The very moment I received his gift and sticks in my mind, I can only say this about it because the rest is pretty embarrassing. I asked Craig to give me an answer to something I asked him, and the word was no. Resounding. My lesson was learned then. We played with Craig fully to his capacity to have fun, no differently than we play with others. He determined to stop, I've had enough place. This leads us to a little story. How do you teach that life is struggle to someone that comes to you with what seemed to be insurmountable difficulties? In 2 words, hot sauce. After having been put through the hot sauce and on peanut butter and sandwich and ice cream game, his secret passion became hiding all the hot sauce that was bought or existed in the house from us, his own loving brothers. It got to the point that he would only retrieve it if asked for by mom and dad. I could never, ever find where he hid the I had expressed over the past few years that we would follow him around for a week and find out what he does and who his people are, who he knows. I wanted to record it for the world as much for myself. My personal thanks go to the Marin Muni bus driver and their union. And they made much of Craig's mobility and freedom a reality. He touched many people on his daily rounds because of them. I hope those drivers that knew him are present and are here, at least in spirit. I'm also certain that we have missed many others, and some really good friends have lost touch. The Hayakawa family are deep in my memory, and their son was Craig's first real friend. They explored Blythedale Canyon alone for several years together and survived. I do believe Kropotkin was their guardian. Those of you who know Kropotkin. So now we are 3. 3 is a prime number, diminished yet again fully whole. This is a beginning for us to be 3. A new challenge, and hopefully a new beginning and challenge for Craig, who has proven that disability is as much of an asset as it is an ability. It depends on what you do, what you've been given. We all have the potential to be extraordinary. We all have hope. We all have fear. We all have a sense of adventure. But very few of us live a life full of adventure. My brother Craig lived a life full of adventure. It had to be. I can only hope that us wild monkeys helped him with his no fear and go for it attitude. We will continue as adventurers and explorers, and I know the universe surrounds us and is in us all, protected and kept Craig in its warm and loving embrace. I am witness, and you are too. Rest in peace. Great. Cheryl.